Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today we are going to be tackling a bunch of little projects. The tiny things that keep slipping away from me, that aren't urgent, so I'm not prioritizing them, but I finally got to a bubbling point where I'm like, there's enough of these little things that if I put them all together and get them done, it would be a very productive time. So we are starting here in the bathroom, which doesn't look so bad until we pan down. Oh my God. Down here, you can see I haven't cleaned it up. I think that in the video where I tore the whole wall out, I specifically said I'm gonna clean it up. I was too tired to that day, and then the next day, and then the next day, and I never cleaned it up. So that's how we're gonna start this video. To-do list item number 1 is to clean up this floor. I have made a to-do list. I love typing out these to-do lists. It feels very formal, and then we get to cross them off, which is awesome. So today, me and this shovel and I are going to get to work. I need to spray down some water to avoid as much dust as possible. I also bought a new mask that I'm very excited about. But before we dive in, let's hear a word from today's sponsor, who is Babbel. Babbel is the world's first and best-selling language learning app. Whether through its lessons on the app, live online classes, or through their podcasts, you have so many options of ways that are going to work for you to learn a new language. I've been on a slow learning path for French for a long time. I took French all throughout school. You have to in Canada, but I also took it all throughout high school because I wanted to learn how to speak French. And I feel like I can kind of putter around in French. Like when I'm in Quebec or when I'm in France, I can read things enough to get by, but I can't speak it at all. So this was one of the things that I was so excited about with Babbel because there's a lot of actual speaking lessons involved when you're using the app.
Oui, bien sûr.
Oui, bien sûr. Nailed it. If you want to give it a try, use my link and you'll get 60% off of your subscription. Thank you so much to Babbel for sponsoring this video. Let us now commence shoveling plaster. Okay, it is some time later and I have come equipped with a lot of things. I changed my shirt. I've got a towel for here to avoid dust going out. Like I mentioned, I'm pretty excited about this. Got a new mask. How's this work? Okay, I just gotta tighten this. How do I tighten this? Oh, there we go. Okay, whoa, my voice is so quiet. I also have this little spritz bottle. I'm gonna spend some time spritzing to try and just tamp down some of this dust as best I can. Okay, I feel like I've been spraying forever. I'm done now. So I'm gonna strap myself in and I'm going to, there's so many items. I'm gonna clean. I am so glad to be done. Not only was this something that I've been meaning to do for weeks and have just continually put off, but also it sucked. That was so exhausting. I didn't think that it would. I don't know why I didn't think. Plaster is so heavy, and it was just bag after bag. I think I did 5 construction bags worth of plaster because you can't fully fill them up because it's so heavy. But it's done now. What a relief. As you know, this is like an active work zone in that I am working on this bathroom. I'm about to go on a trip for a couple of weeks, actually, for 2 weeks. I'm going abroad. I'm so excited. But when I come back, I'm going to be ripping up this floor because the plumber told me I have to in order for him to work on it. So now this is feeling really ready for me to come back to and keep working on, but also I feel really good leaving it like this for my parents while they're here. Now they don't have to look at rubble and debris. Now, immediately, I'm going to take a little break and then we're going to move on to the next task. Okay, I've changed yet again. I didn't expect this video to have so many outfit changes, but we're going with it. I'm so dusty. So time for an outfit change. I have my smoothie. I'm feeling really good about that. I took a little break and now I'm going to do one of the easier tasks on my list because the last thing was so difficult. I'm going to change out my miniature room. So these are 2 bins full of miniatures because I have this miniature room. It's a tiny little room and I haven't changed out what's inside of it in a long time, and I thought it would be really fun to do a new room in there. So currently in the room is like a little living room. I really like it. It's very sweet. I actually did it with my friend Lena, and because she loves knitting, we put out this little book that says how to knit. And she even made a tiny miniature ball of yarn. But now it's time to destroy it all, scoop, and do something new. Okay, I'm going to sit first to really look at what we've got. I think doing a bedroom would be cool because I don't think I've done a bedroom in there before. So I have a bed, a little mattress. It's so cute. I've got some sheets. Oh, it's all delightful. This could be like a little throw. But what does the bed frame look like again? Oh yes, it's kind of IKEA-esque. That's so funny. So it's a pretty simple bed frame. And I know I have pillows somewhere around here. Oh yes, I do have this doily that could also be like some sort of a throw. You see, this wasn't going to be part of it, but couldn't that actually be kind of a cool headboard? Yeah, that looks really lush. And if you had a little chair, like a little armchair action, we could also just have a cute little chair though, if that one is too big. I should have like a sample mat. Like if this was the exact same size as that, I could like build the replica on here. This is bigger. This is bigger than it. But yeah, I should do a little mat so that I can just build it out here and then place everything in. We have a dresser that could add some realism. I feel like this dresser doesn't match with this thing, so I'm gonna nix it. I'm gonna place these initial pieces so that we get a picture of how much space we're talking about. So a while ago I put in this paper. I'm gonna take it out. I think I'm done with that aesthetic. So let's try putting this in here. Does it fit sideways? No, it does not. So ooh, I don't know if the bed's gonna fit. Does it fit? Ooh, it just fits. Well, perfect. We'll do a mattress. I really wanted to fit in an armchair, but that doesn't really make as much sense, does it? No. Definitely do a plant in here. I wish I could fit in, like they do some sewing on the side. No, it doesn't fit. Chest table? No. Here's the thing, I'm rethinking everything. If we remove this, we have so much more room. And we could even do the bed sideways. Wait, this is cool. And then we could do a desk. What if we did a desk over on this side? So this is like a young working professional. Oh yes, like this. She has her bed. She has her workspace. Okay, wait, I'm rethinking everything again because I just had these items. I had these exact items in the last room. We're not redoing that. What if she had a reading area? That chair is pretty awesome. And she definitely needs a little night table. Now I'm gonna make it look like my bed by placing a bunch of books on it and my camera. Look at this cute little room. I think it looks great. Okay, that was really fun. I should do that more often because it's such a fun little break to the day. I definitely have plans to make another one of these shadow boxes, I guess is what it basically is, a diorama, somewhere upstairs because I just think they're so cool. Last year I visited Chicago and I went and saw the Thorn Rooms and it just blew my mind. So it made me want to make another one of these. But back to our to-do list, we have crossed off another item. The next thing we have to do is also pretty easy, in my bedroom. All right, welcome to my bedroom for the next 2 tasks. The first one is so ridiculously simple. I don't know how this happened. And I think you can see it on camera, otherwise this would be very unsatisfying, and the subtlety actually is what's driving me crazy. Clearly you can see there was some patching here done. I could have done a slightly better job on it. I'm not that bothered by it. What I am bothered by is afterwards when I repainted it, I clearly repainted it with the wrong white because it's slightly different. My white that I use everywhere in the house that there is white is called Vanilla Kiss. It's a creamier, slightly gray, you can't call it gray though, it is a white, but like it's a little grayish. This white is like clean white, bright white. And every time I look over here, it like goes here and there's like I don't know how that happened. So I'm just gonna repaint that and fix it. God damn. Imagine I just make the white patch bigger.
How's it going?
Great, just doing my final little project and then we're going fishing. Woo!
Fishing, reading, doing stuff.
Okay, standing from back here, it doesn't look better, but that's because it's wet. So I'll be back in a few hours to see how it looks when it's dry. Well, good morning everyone. It is the next day. We've had yet another costume change, which I don't know why it's so crazy to me how many times I've changed my outfit throughout this video. I didn't see it coming. Let's talk. Let's talk about this paint. It didn't work. I actually did make it worse, as I feared I would. Here's my theory. I think I didn't mix the paint enough. It was a really big can of paint and it was quite full. And so I think I just didn't stir enough for it to really get the pigment throughout. So what I've done is I've spent a long time mixing this other can of paint that I have of the same color that's got a lot less of it in this can. So I feel like I've been able to blend it, mix it a lot better. I'm gonna redo this because that's all I have. Every time I redo this, the patch gets bigger and bigger. So I really hope this fixes it, or else the next step is just going to be repainting the whole room. Okay, while I wait for this to dry, I am going to go downstairs to start on our next task, and I'll come back up here in an hour or so and check in on this. I'm worried about it though. Like, it's not matching. And I'm like, imagine I can't figure this out. That would be so odd. To start off our final task, I bring you to this very delicate place. Oh God. Down here, I have a lot of glass. This is all glass from my front door. It was taken out because my front door is being restored, which is so exciting. One of my goals for this year is to fix the front face of my house. There are a couple of things that need fixing, and one of them is that one of the corner sills, the foundational beam, is rotting through, and so I needed to get that fixed. Once the carpenter started taking stuff out, we came to realize that the beam rotted all the way under the front door. So we had to take the front door out. And then it was like, well, while we're at it, should we just restore it? Because it had a lot of problems as well. And I was like, yeah, I guess we should. So now I have a plywood door, which doesn't open. You don't realize how much you like having a front door until you don't have one. But anyways, I've been tasked with the job of cleaning up the glass from the windows. Okay, here's the before footage. You can see they look really grimy. Some of these pieces are broken. I need to throw those out. They're very dirty. And also, some of them have like a sticker film on them that I have to try and get off. Okay, I have my first stack of glass, and somebody did dishes last night and there was a lot of them. I put away a bunch. I had to do another load to get free up the sink. But all of these towels are conveniently placed here. So I'm gonna wash glass in here and then place it here. I feel like it might take me a little while to get into the rhythm of figuring out exactly how to clean this properly. I'm worried about the ones that have the giant stickers on them. Maybe they'll need to soak in hot water. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, they are all numbered, so he knows where they go. So I can't lose that. Imagine it was just, I could just do that and... Okay. I think I might need a scraper. We have this little tool for cleaning the oven. This is going to be my friend, I think. Oh yeah. Instantly good. I think while I'm working on one, I should have the next one like pre-soaking. Okay, we're at the end of our first one, and it was not that bad. Let's dry it off and see. Heck yeah, look at the difference. I mean, you can barely see this one versus this one. I think you can really tell. Oh yeah, you can tell. It looks fantastic. All right, I'm gonna do a couple more. Maybe I'll do the rest of this stack and I'll check in. Okay, I've been at it for probably like half an hour. It's a bit slower than I would have hoped, but it's not that bad because it's very satisfying work. Just scraping all of the paint and debris off of the corners and making them look really good. And you can totally see the difference because it's old glass, like probably original to the house, 1850s, 1860s glass. It's not the cleanest possible, probably because it wasn't perfectly pure when they bought it and installed it and made it, but also just it's weathered over time. It's becoming clean and shiny and pretty, but most importantly, the edges are coming off perfectly and becoming super clean. And that's the most important thing, because when we reinstall the glass and redo the glazing on the edges, that's what's going to make sure it like seals well and becomes weather tight and everything. So I'm now moving on to the second batch. These are a little taller than the ones I was just working on, but also a couple of these, and I've already put them to start soaking. A couple of these have this like sticker vinyl glossy thing that I'm sure was added for like privacy, because these were at the front of the house, like this is the front door. So I'm sure they just wanted privacy. I hope those come off easy. I don't want to have to use a heat gun, but I will if I have to. So before I keep going though, let's go look at the paint upstairs. I'm worried about the paint. I don't know what's going on with this paint.
What's going on?
Oh my God. Okay, so it hasn't blended in. This is... I'm not sure what's going on. My mom said, like, over time, your walls, the color ages and stuff. So maybe it's just because this room gets so much sun, the wall color has slightly changed over time. But this is like a whole... I don't know what to do. I think we're gonna have to leave this to-do item uncrossed off. Not because of effort, but because of mystery. If you've dealt with this, like, I know I painted this room in this color of paint, but it's wrong. So if you've ever had this problem, do you know why? Did you have a solution? I think what I might have to do would be to, like, take a piece of this wall or something, take it to the hardware store, and they'll color match it and everything. But wow. This is weird. So I went back to cleaning the glass and beginning the big project of removing these vinyl stickers. I did end up using the heat gun to get the first one off, and it worked, but it was kind of slow and laborious. So later that day, and I unfortunately did not take video of it, but I asked my mom about this and she knew exactly how to get the stuff off. All I needed to do was really load up the sink with super soapy water, but specifically dish soap water that is anti-grease, and then get that water really hot. And I let them soak for a few minutes, and literally the vinyl stickers would like slide off. It was so easy to peel them off that way. So heat gun was not actually necessary, and it all worked out pretty well. It is time to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I am nearly done cleaning off the glass, but what I really want to do is put on a comfy outfit, play my podcast really loudly, and just take my time with the glass. But it's going well, and so we can successfully check this one off. I am astounded by what I thought was basically going to be the easiest task, the painting the one little white spot. The fact that it didn't work. So again, if you have any ideas for that, let me know down below, because I'm like, what happened? I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me doing some random tasks around the house. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Babbel for sponsoring this video. They're linked down below. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!